Good evening and welcome to my Punts Prayer Corner. I do hope it has been a good strong for you and you go on good. Me hope say your body strong and firm and no COVID no dem a run through you. Me hope say your family and your friend them and your neighborhood and everything like so. Me hope everything copacetic. You know see it. Oh. Good evening, good morning, good noon and good night. Whichever part of this world you be, whichever part of the day it be, I say salutations and greetings. Oh. It has been a little while, yes. With the up on vacation. Me hear too much niceness about Dubai. Me have to go try it out for myself. What a place pretty and clean, you see, man. Jesus. Mavis. No, man. Go on, put down the money. Cause what? Pastor, don't tell me say them have a trip. Yes, 2023. If all going well, touch wood on these things here. If we are still alive, yes. Church trip over, so Mavis, make I tell you, place clean. Like a whistle. Good God have mercy. Anyway, sorry me did leave, so long. But me there. But you know, me sorry say, me have some things heavy upon my heart right now. I've come share them with you know. Good God have grace. So you mean me turn me back for little and none time at all and the whole of hell broke close within the circles of love and unity? No, man, you know figure so, you know. You know figure so at all. No, watch you now, no. Me one whole heap of talking. And it's a long time this issue and deal with really and truly. Because it's a long time. We as a people have a problem with this something here. And we doesn't seem to find no way forward yet with this thing here. Alrighty, come up. One of them little angel voices when me love to listen, you know. And trust me, my Punts she don't listen foolishness, you know. And she don't listen folly. Me they are too long. We don't deal with what's just sound good, you know. We deal with what feel right. Oh. One of these little angels will just come out one day there. But she name, and sometimes she wear the half for bigger than for me one, you know. Yeah, man, she rock it good. Miss High K, Leela High K. Oh, alright. Me have to come to this something through some different avenues, cause it you know when them say we is one, you know. But with sometimes we don't really stretch our brain to see how we link as one. But make we go around through the journey. That crew, you see, me love that crew, you know. And I want to tell you this year, when I say the new face of reggae, them did tell you that. Them did give themselves the title of that. They are a new generation. Yes, that is true. But them never say and claim title and say we are representing all Rasta. Them never say that. Them just make them tune. And the whole of we don't tell no lie. All of we did dance to them. Oh. If I know one of the whole of them, or 3 or 4, or the whole of them, like me say. Yes. Remember I tell you, it's not just what sound good, you know. It's your feelings. Yes, the higher senses them. Because we have a way sometime. And this one, no, I have to talk it me this. I have to. Because you know say that's good sometime. Sunday, me not come a service. Because sometimes we say we is quote unquote Christians. So Rastafari. Rasta no stand for love. Christianity no stand for love and acceptance. It don't say that. Oh, no one pick and choose who you for love. You want pick and choose who you fi accept. It no go so, you know. It never say that. And if you believes in Jesus, even the leper, plenty of we today would have walked past leper and say, ooh, Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Some of we are quote scripture, you know, but we don't really know what it mean. You know, if you sit down in the seat of the scornful, that mean you know, if you scorn people. Plenty people get conceived, you know, in a belly, but them never reach. Or them reach and something do them and then grow into adulthood. If they was not supposed to be here, Jah would not let them be here. But they are here already. Whether you, me, he or she agree with it or not, they have a right. I want to ask you this. If you, as a human being, are lay down in your bed at night time, or you're there on a day trip and you know, you look on the sky and the trees and a melody come to your head and it sounds sweet, you know? And a little harmony drop in beside that and you just what? And just bless you with some inspiration and a nice tune. Boy, did lick the crack pipe last night. I did lick pom pom last night. I did lick the gambling shop yesterday evening. You are gonna keep that tune to yourself and don't share it with the rest of the world because of your habits. I can ask you something else. When Dennis Brown did I lick the crack pipe, when you did start playing tune, when you did confront him, when you did call him phone with all heap of your 2 cents and 3 cents, no, you play the tune same way. And we even hear these little whispers and rumors about our great Bob Marley. I don't believe it. I never did ever see it with my eyes, so me not go believe. But me hear some certain things and things. But me not go start playing tune. So why is it? Well, I want to talk about pastor. Pastor in a church. For how much years and decades. Collecting people's 10% of their hard-earned wages. We are finger the people and children. Sure. No, me real things, you know, me have is real. And you know hear about that one they just what there about him harder this one fish shot that one day in my head. Make I tell you something. Look here now. Me they are too long for wraps up with foolishness and fart, you know. But make I tell you something. Me they are nearly a century now. Little less top than a century now. And me say holy, and me say plenty. Homosexuality has been here as long as time has been here. From time sex begin, that did begin too. So nobody come go on like say some new something. How long are we going to persecute people for them being their self? We ball all the while, but we don't like this persecution where we're facing in a Babylon. And we are get a fight for this and a fight for that. And discrimination here and there. And we are get bust up, we are get murder, we are get swipe out with genocide. And yet, we want to continue to perpetuate the discrimination amongst we own. You must see that we not get smarter. We not mature as a nation. You don't have to agree with everything in somebody's life to accept them as a human being. Don't Rasta say love. Don't Rasta say love. 12 tribes. Because everyone do their thing a little way different. So even within Rasta, you still have different variations. Even within Rasta is not one way. And even within one part of Rasta, let's say we might pull up the bubble dread for example. I know every bubble dread live the same exact way. I know every Naya Bingy dread live the same exact way. You have some dread we still yam pork. Kiss me granny neck back. Jesus. Maybe don't laugh, you know. Yes. You know, cause you cook for them. Me say kaka fat. Oh, you want bonfire and yam bacon sandwich? Go sit down, my youth. And you have some next thread again, them a talk about bonfire upon this and bonfire upon Elizabeth and Babylon and white people and this, and yet them a talk, oh, I like to introduce you to Stephanie. This is my white queen. You're funny. You're funny. No. I respect love regardless of how it comes. Race, creed, nor color is not really and truly, after nearly a century of living, is what I see necessarily work out. Experience me attack from me now. Oh. But at the same time, doesn't be a hypocrite. Doesn't do it. Man cannot walk around and marry a woman and put ring pon finger and have 2 and 3 children, white picket fence and dog and puss, and live them big nice career, quote unquote clean cut, wholesome person. And then 20, 30 years later down the road, the ear say, boy, boom, divorce. Actually, I'm gay. And that you want the young woman them to do? For pretend, for please you. They must pretend them is something them is not. For please you. Who is you? Judgment should be left to the Most High. That's what we does know. Judgment should be left to the Most High. And I don't see the Most High walking on these streets yet. So I don't know where the whole heap of judgment a come from. Some man will beat up them woman. Some man will not stop give them woman bun. Some man will go on a bookie shop and gamble out the whole of the family money and have nothing for the woman go shopping with and go cook food with and pay bills with. And only come talk about, oh, lesbian this, lesbian that. Watch you now. Answer me this. In the last 5 years alone, just the last 5 years, you can look back for more. You can go back 10 years if you want to. But I just gonna give one of the benefit of the doubt and just talk about the last 5 years alone. How much woman and girl picking murder in a we own sweet Jamaica in the last 5 years? No, have a think about it for a second. Think about it. Way too many. Beating, physical abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse, spiritual abuse, hey, sexual abuse. Look here now. On the lucky said the whole of the young crew, them woman they cut out long time. Me just tell my sister, you know, no bother with it, you know, my youth. Anytime you think you're bad, for lift your hand to me. Just try no. My mother name raised no fool. And my granny raised me. And I know exactly what to do with you. Oh, I throw them I make. You think you can continue to beat down physically, emotionally, verbally, spiritually, all kind of way. You think you can beat down a species forever and them now go adopt? Every species in life adapt, you know. You know, she said them wolves where did, them bears where did live in a certain parts, and when them go to the polar, them fur have to turn, what them have to blend in with the snow. Every creature adapts to its environment. And if the woman them finds that they not get no love, them not get no respect or no respect, it don't matter what you say when you're up on the pulpit, you know, brother. It matter what you do day to day, every day with her. Or you respect her, your household, and your children, them. Look how much single parent families there is out there right now. Under the sound of my voice. How much mother are raised picnic alone? Eh? So number one, the girl picnic and grew and say, well, I only see my mother providing. I don't see no man. So already in our little young mind, the impression of the male figure is being formed. Because you know the day. You don't have no input. So you don't have a right to have a say later on in how the fruit grow. If you don't help to grow the fruit, you overstand. Oh. Mm. Yes, and the church say, oh. No. I've been listening some of the different people them and where them have to say about this. Now look here now, I want to get this straight. I mentioned earlier about some of the great man them they go before. And them have their own certain habits or whatever. Well, not everybody would. That door in a alignment with sniffing cocaine is not in alignment with Rastafari. Is it? Oh. Bleaching your skin is not in alignment with Rastafari. That's plenty things. But I don't hear the same amount of, I don't hear no persecution at all for the man them. But as we say, quote unquote, we are let me see, embracing the spirit of female freedom, female emancipation, independence. I don't understand then. Because you're saying, oh, you're independent, but you can't say that. Oh, you have your right to say and be who you are, but you can't be that. And you can't say that. What you talking about? You don't have to be what you agree with. It is who they is. It be who they be. I myself personally am neither for nor against. In all truthfulness, I go and share this with you know. I suppose I'm a bit sexist in this way, or maybe old-fashioned, or I don't know what you want to call it, but I find it a little more easier to accept the female homosexuals than I do, the male homosexuals. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a woman, but I see it easier. My eyes can accept that a little more, maybe because them soft alike. I don't know, but it's a mental thing me I pray to Jah about, you know, to help me overstand that. Come to terms with. No, we have to keep shit real, you know. We have to be real. There is no point with pretending something in the forefront and then behind closed doors things come out like pastor is really witch doctor, warrior man, or pastor is really a homosexual freaking out the little young boys, or rapist raping out the little girls. We cannot afford to force people to live a lie. Now that is the extreme opposite. Because homosexual people are not necessarily deviants and they're not after your children necessarily. You have some perfectly, normal, decent citizens that are homosexual. Them not bother nobody. Them in them one relationship and them married and them nice. Them not, you don't hear about them and none trouble. So don't really automatically link homosexuality with sexual deviance or pedophiles. These are different categories of people and mindsets. We cannot afford to be ignorant in these days and times, my people. Oh, them they come to Africa and control we and carry we. Divide and conquer. You know, she said this are the same thing you saw again. In these days and times, when people are dropped down dead like flies through to this dirty virus where people go in a laboratory and create to help swipe we off. We, ask yourself, do we really have time? Do we really want to spend our energy? When somebody that you know and was talking to last week, dead this week, you really want to spend your last days and time talking and fighting about gay and lesbian? Hmm? No, people, we have much more serious things. Because our freedom and human rights is being stripped away from us daily. And yet, we are getting sidestepped. We are getting confused. I don't say that everybody is supposed to accept, no, not accept. You don't have to agree with it, homosexuality that is. But every man have the right to live their life the way they feel to or see fit to. We have our rights, everybody, to our own opinions and our feelings. But we do not have the right to infringe our opinions onto someone else's life to the point where we are interfering with their quality of life. That is not a right that we have. We have to learn to be more tolerant with one another. You don't have to agree with things. Because your private life called private for a reason, because it's supposed to be private. You never hear them come on the stage and sing and promote lesbianism on the stage. You never hear none of them with that yet. Their private life was supposed to remain private, but cause, alright, some people feel say not everybody is in, have the right to privacy. Alright, that's a different story. But if Jah give one the inspiration to make a beautiful tune, we inspire the nations and give strength to the nations and spread love amongst the nations. Who is I or you or he or she to interfere with that deliverance? When some of we wear cast stone, we don't even do half of what them do yet, but we are cast stone. You can't take back the tune them, The tune them out there already. And you can't take back the dancing where you just fling down on the dance floor to them same tune there. You can't take it back. And the love where you have it and the way it make you feel. Watch out now, people. It is time to be real. We may not like all of ourselves when we look fully in the mirror, but we have to accept all of ourselves. When a big girl looking in the mirror and I got a pretty face and nice titties. I wish I didn't have them rolls. Girl, don't worry about them rolls. Them are part of you and they make you juicy. So Jamaica, we have to accept all of it. Even some of the parts where we might not feel so proud of. But who is we to judge, like I say? Judgment is left to the Lord. Oh, if Rasta say love, Rasta fi deal with love. Not love accept that one. Or love accept that one. No, love full stop. Not love with conditions. Not love with stipulations. Just love. Oh. Make I tell you something here. We're going on too much about this. It's too many times now me hear this conversation come to me and people want to know my stance on it. My stance is the same as always. Live and let live. The real enemies, what is hurting we and hurting the planet, I don't see we rallying this kind of energy against them forces there, what is killing people every day. I don't see that same energy. But upon the gay and lesbian thing, which is something that has been plaguing us as a nation from long time ago. Because a long time we used to persecute them. And it done right. It done right. Yes, the Bible do say you're not supposed to do certain sodomy. You are war. I understand fully. But judgment is not ours. As long as a man or woman don't come upon your doorstep with certain things, leave them alone. So we are say, the youth man where did win the competition, the big man, when the, what a piece of singing the man, what? And him sing some of my most favorite tunes from all time, you know. The Whitney Houston song, the Dalton, yes. You know, yes. Look here now, man. Are we trying to say that as our own sweet, sweet Jamaica that we call it, are we saying and sending out the message to the world? Are we sending the message to our youths? Say, you can be anything you want to be and do anything you want to do, and you're fabulous and you got skills and talents and all these wonderful, juicy things and brains beyond. But if you're homosexual, then shut your mouth and go in your closet and sit down, because we don't want to hear you, see you, we're not proud of you. Is that the message we are sending to some of our youths that might be sitting in our homes right now and we might not even know? Is that the message you want to send? Maybe your cousin is a homosexual. Maybe your sister, your brother, your uncle, and you never know. But yet you're talking some wicked, hurtful things. Not because you have to, but just because you just want to. That don't right. Leave the judgment to Jah. Please, can we do that? Babylon will try to come and divide us through any means possible. And yes, that is one of the doorways in which they have seen a weak link kind of thing in somewhere where they can get their foot in and mix and mingle in with. But don't take our youths for idiots. Whether they be homosexual or heterosexual, don't take them for you idiots. They don't know the game. Them see the game. They be who they be. They are who they are. And let us just continue to support our children, our sons and our daughters. Whether they live how we think they should or not. As long as them are no murderer, them are no thief, them are no rapist, them are no pedophile. What is the problem? Overstand. There is a difference between the expression of one's art through just lyricism and music and then the spiritual aspect. Because secular music and let's say spiritual or gospel music are two different things. They come under one umbrella but are two different vibrations. So earlier when we did draw reference to certain other people, artists before, whether them Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross, Isaac Hayes, I overstand say it is different because there is an element of spirituality. Well, it stems on spirituality. But let us not forget that the first rule of spirituality, no matter which denomination or which liberty or lifestyle you deal with, is love and acceptance of one's brothers and sisters. We are dead. We are dead, quick and fast. We don't have time for more division. We don't have time for keep on and mash down each other. We don't have the time for that. Build up. And if you can't build up, shut up. If you not help heal, seal. Skin. Serious times, brothers and sisters. Serious times. No police right now Who need to get on a good wages from what? 2008? I don't want to talk like all of the police them corrupt back home, but I don't know what go on. I'm sorry for you know. Because maybe if you did get on a good proper wages, not for the corruption and some of the murders were going on, maybe they wouldn't go on. The people that were working at the hospital and I don't know say the COVID something of nothing but jokes and folly. And the poor people alone can't mix and mingle. Rich people free for do whatever they want. Police, medical workers. Know when uno jobs and uno work is put out there on the front line in a broad daylight. The same government where uno was working diligently for and I carry out some great works, but also some unscrupulous works as well with. I want to ask uno right here now if your works was worth it. Is it worth it? Meaning say, you know, say you was carrying out some works that was not right, and yet you do it. And no, you thought that your deal with the devil was going to pay off, but no, the devil turned wrong for shake you. You see it now? You see it now? Why uno couldn't, you know? So I want to ask we now as we are go forward, because we say we want a better world. We say we want a more honest world. We want a more loving world. So when are we going to start implementing the love and the tolerance? When are we going to stop being just employees and be a human being first? Don't see the youth them on the street and shot them like them are dirt. Don't do it. Don't joke the people with them with certain medicine or you know or vaccine or you know say I know good something. Don't do it for paycheck. Cause you think say your day now go come. It a go come. My good people. Sorry. All is well. All is well. And we have to remember, say, everyone that we come here through mommy and was little bitty cute babies. And we have to love one another. So, as cute babies, same way. Whether we big and rough and crusty and toasty or whatever, everybody was a baby at some time. And everybody have the same sensibilities as when they was a child. Sensitivities. Them have feelings. Them have emotions. And them have issues. Because John was saying in this world, everybody have things where them have face. And Babylon and give everybody a hard fight. So make a remind us. So we must take time with one another. We must support with jewels and with treasures. We cannot afford any more division amongst ourselves. There is much more to be covered, but they shall be covered in times to come. Until then, love up on one another. Love up yourself. And let us stop giving credence to the schizophrenic reality where some people want to live under. You know when I set a people mad, them get high off of them own armpit. Them forget say them is actually thief and murderers and rapists. They forget that. And them put them chest high in the ear and say, I mean name empire. I mean name queen. I mean name this. But we all know that you're descendants of thieves and murderers, and that is the only reason why you have any damn thing. Just remain true. The indigenous people must remain true. Just because a man have a demonic fantasy in him head and a live in that fantasy world, yes, you have to deal with Babylon, but it does not have to be of Babylon. You others. You others? Oh, I hope you others, you know. Because the game of Monopoly cannot be played if you don't have no damn players. You others. Make them take them game and go along with it. But in the meantime, don't be the one to crush your own brothers and sisters. I don't give a ras. I want to tell you, say, if you can't agree, then we have to make the 14th tribe, you know. 13 tribes of Israel try no said a number 14 have to come true because the woman them there. Whether you like it or not. And just give them a message for send and for spread upon the land. And that them a do. So, it no make no sense we spend time and waste breath and get vexed with each other and cause division again amongst ourselves. We just call it say a 14th tribe there. God the woman them there. Peace and love and salutations. Yes, me, this may come.